guys, welcome back to my channel, Mama's Messy Nest. Today is not going to be a cleaning video. It's going to be a little bit of get to know me video. I had an idea of doing a video because Mother's Day is coming up soon. A lot of my friends are expecting right now, so congratulations if you're watching this. But I feel like when I was pregnant with my first, there's some things that I wish I knew before I had my first child that I didn't know, that I know now. So I made a list of things that I wish I knew before having a child. There are 10 things that I put on my list. Number one, which is the obvious, your body will never be the same. After the first one, it kind of goes back. Second one, kind of halfway goes back. Anything after that, forget it. It's out the window. But obviously I knew that was going to happen, so. And these are things, not that I would have done anything different or changed my mind and not had a baby because of these reasons. These are just things that I wish I knew that are real, that I know now, before I had my first child. That's the first thing. Second thing, judgment. When I was just a teenager or a woman without a child, I would be in the grocery store and I'd be like, if she doesn't get her kid under control, somebody needs to. But being on the other side, I'm that mom that people are like, oh my God, if she doesn't get this child under control, I'm gonna lose my shit or something. So, judgment. I wish that I had never judged those women with their kids that had messy faces and one sock on and didn't listen, were screaming, because now that's me. Just because they lose a sock in the store, which nobody would have known, or they pull it off in the car and you can't find it, or whatever the reason is, just stop judging people, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what's really going on. We know as moms that we're taking care of our babies, and that's all that matters. So, judgment. I wish then that I didn't judge the way I did, because now that's me that you see in the grocery store. Number 3, you lose a lot of your friends. Some of them remain, but you lose a lot of friends, which isn't a big deal, but it's crazy to think that those people were your friends, but since they didn't have children, or even some friends that didn't have children are still my friends, but just the maturity level is different. I want to be home by 7 o'clock, 7:30 is bedtime. I gotta do baths, I gotta do dinner, now I gotta do homework with my school-age child. He just turned 5. I have a 5-year-old little boy, 4-year-old little boy, and a 1-year-old little girl, just in case you didn't know. I probably should have started off the video with that, but okay. Anyway, so yes, you lose friends because some are on different maturity levels than you are, obviously, now. I never was a partier. I didn't really care to go out and drink and do all those things. And that's fine. And then when I had my first child and my second child and my third child, I literally realized that half my friends weren't really friends. It was just convenient for them to have a relationship with me for whatever reason that was. But for the friends that have stuck by my side, love y'all to the moon and back. But anyway, so that's definitely like one of the things that I wish I knew. People always said that when you get older, when you graduate high school, you'll lose a lot of your friends. But I was like, no, they're my BFF. I'm not gonna lose them. But I did, so there's that. You also should not care about what other people think, because when I was pregnant with my first, all the way up to my third, people like to give their opinions on how you should do things, or what is the right way and what is the wrong way. And I started questioning myself, and it causes panic. And especially with my first one, I read all these books, I did this, I was researching. I would literally be up, like, first of all, I have anxiety, so that on top of having my first child and being alone for my first pregnancy and only being 19, so there's a lot going on with that. But I would literally be up all night long. Like, when is the baby supposed to do this? What does the baby do? What do you do with the baby when they're doing this? Literally, none of that matters because every baby is different. And as their mom, you know what to do. Like, when you have them, it's like, why did I waste so much time and energy? Why did everyone else waste so much time and energy trying to give me advice, which I do appreciate, like advice from women who have raised their children and have experience, and I did learn things from some of the books that I read, some of the articles that I read, but literally at the end of the day, if you do all that stuff, you're comparing your baby to everyone else's babies, and every baby is different. So it doesn't matter when your baby starts walking, when they start crawling. Nothing's wrong with them. If my 1-year-old little girl, well, she was turned 1 in January 31st. She is February, March, April. She is 15 months and she's still not walking. But guess what? She will walk and she's okay and she's fine. So I wish that I didn't take everything to heart, like, and freak out about what everyone else was telling me that I needed to do and what I should be doing and what I need to be ready for. Like, honestly, if you are expecting, probably this video is a waste of time because it doesn't matter. But these are just things that, in my opinion, I wish that I knew because I wouldn't have wasted so much energy on some of these things. The lack of sleep, that is real. So luckily my my middle child was colicky, so he was literally up every hour to 2 hours every night till he was like 9 months old. It was a lot. And I was a single mom then too. And I had my oldest, which is only older by a little bit. They're 11 months apart. So it was me trying to breastfeed, trying to take care of this one. This one, I'm trying to get on a good sleeping routine. I'm taking bottles away from my 11-month-old. I have a newborn. It was a lot, but I survived. And it did get a little bit better, but when people say, like, you sleep when the baby sleeps, okay, that sounds good and all, but in reality, you're never gonna get anything done that you need to be getting done. In my opinion, this is my opinion, but my house, like, would be in shambles. And not from really them, because they're 11 months old, you know, a year old and a newborn, but for myself, because I just would be like, oh my God, I gotta sleep. And it did feel good to sleep at that point, but I wish that, like, I had taken more time to organize, to make my life easier, to clean, and to, not that my house was filthy, but like, it would have made my life a little bit easier if I had taken the time when they were asleep to do things around the house that should have been done, that weren't done. But I learned as I kept getting older, and I learned that you don't sleep when they sleep. Sometimes it's nice, and I treat myself once in a while, but my anxiety levels are so much better when my house is in order and at least there's some organization to things. And when there's not, and I, get in a funk and I let things go, it goes skyrocketed. And it's all because I didn't take the time to sit down, organize, stay up when they go to sleep, whether it's nap time or bedtime, stay up. And it's also good to give yourself peace of mind. So if they're taking a nap or they're ready for bed, you can clean and organize and do all the things, or you can do nothing and you can sit there, actually watch TV, or go get a bath, or just have a little bit of me time. So the lack of sleep is real, but you just gotta keep going. That's what I've found, that you just gotta keep going, or else everything else is crazy. That was number 5, lack of sleep. Number 6, people always said, it'll be the hardest thing you ever do. It'll be the hardest thing that you literally do in your life. And I was like, it's not that hard. I got this. I watched my older sister have a baby at a young age, and I'm like, she is amazing. She can do this. You see people on TV, and it's like, it's not that hard. I mean, you know, you feed them, you put them to sleep, but it really is the hardest thing you're ever gonna do in your entire life. There's no instruction manual. Every baby's different. You don't know what you're doing, but you just wing it, and it does work, but it's exhausting. They can't feed themselves, they can't wash themselves, they can't sit up, they can't hold their head up by themselves. It is just, they can't burp, sometimes they can't poop by themselves, okay? It's a lot, but everyone was right. Like, yes, I feel like it does get easier in some ways, but it also gets harder because the bigger they get, the harder it gets, because then they're into everything, and they're like, I literally have to plan out when I'm gonna do things, like, and it's never gonna be perfect, but this is just what I do. If I need to unload the dishwasher, like, I will literally put the baby in the high chair, the boys at the table. While they're eating lunch, I'll unload the dishwasher, or dinner, same thing. Whenever I get a chance, they have to be eating so I can unload the dishwasher, load it up, because there's knives and there's stuff, and the baby literally comes zooming in, and she could just grab whatever in the dishwasher. So you just have to think, and you have to like prepare and organize, and it's a lot. It's hard. But number 7, it is the most rewarding. And I know that sounds cliche, but everyone always said, it's the hardest, least paying job, but it's the most rewarding. And I'm like, when they were little, like, I still have a little one, but when the boys were little and I was by myself, and I would literally cry. Like, the baby would cry, which was Nash. Then Levi would cry because Nash woke him up. Then I'm up, and I would just cry too, because I'm like, this is so much. I just need a minute to myself. Like, it was a lot, but it is the most rewarding. Now that they're getting older, them doing their math, 2 + 2 is 4, mommy, or coming up to me, mommy, I love you. Mommy, you're the best mommy. Mommy, this is the best day ever. Like, they come up to you and give you a hug. Levi will come up to me and just play with my hair and tell me how beautiful I am. And Nash, the same thing. Mommy, I just love you. And the baby, she plays peekaboo and she gives me little hugs, and she has a little smirk on her, and it's just, it is the most rewarding thing that you'll ever do. And it doesn't seem like it sometimes. I'm like, how is this rewarding? Like, you feel like you're in zombie mode and gonna lose your cool, but you can't, and you have to just breathe and make it through minute by minute, day by day, and then all of a sudden, then you feel bad, and you're like, oh my God, I've wanted them to get to the next phase, and get to the next phase, and get to the next phase. And now they're 5, 4, and 1, and I'm like, where did the time go? Like, I wish that I just slowed down. I wish that I, like, and yes, I know that they're still little, and I still have time to, you know, have them home and teach them things and show them things and love them and, you know, teach them everything they need to know. Good morals, how to take care of a house, how to cook, how to clean, how to, you know, work hard, everything. But it is the most rewarding. But this kind of goes into number 8, which is any little bit of time that you do get to yourself. Yes, I appreciate it, but then, like, I'll be like, oh my God, I just need a minute. Oh my God, I just need a minute. I just need a minute. I just need a minute. And then my parents will come save the day, or they'll be like, it's grandparents' night. They're going to stay with me tonight. And I'm like, oh my God, I love you, like, literally. And I will be home by myself in this house, and it's silent. And yes, I do not turn the TV on, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my God, I'm enjoying the silence, but I'm sad. Like, I want my babies back. Number 9 is you need to love yourself before you can love anyone else. And that is with relationships, that is with your children. Of course you love your children, but you need to love them the best way that you can. And that's hard to do if you're not taking care of yourself. So in my early stages of being a mama, and I still am in my early stages, and I'm still learning, and nobody's perfect by any means, but I'm trying really hard, and that's all that matters. But I've realized that I have to take care of myself. So yes, when I do get that alone time, I'm gonna feel selfish, but I need to do something for me. I need to relax. I need to find a hobby. I need to spend that time working on me and finding Amber again. You can't just leave, you know, Amber over here and be a mom for all this time and forget who you are. And obviously you have to an extent, but I'm saying, like, a happy mama is a happy home. So it reflects on your children if you're stressed out and you're not taking care of yourself and you're going 24/7 and you're not giving yourself that break. So give yourself that break. Number 10 is, this one might be silly sounding, but it's true. Get yourself a farm, because keeping these babies fed with milk and eggs, get some chickens, because we go through about a dozen eggs just for breakfast. Y'all think I'm over exaggerating. Like, I'm really being real right now. A dozen eggs just for breakfast. And I know it's gonna get worse. Like, when the boys get bigger and the baby gets bigger, I feel like boys eat more. So I feel like they're just gonna eat me out of the house. Like, I'm about to go, like, get some chickens, figure out how to have a little farm here where I live, and we're gonna roll with it, because we need a milking cow too. I don't know if y'all have any tips for doing your own garden. I don't know. I am not the best with landscape or yard stuff or plants. Like, I can't keep a plant alive. So any plants y'all see, they're all fake. But anyway, yeah. Number 10 is pretty much live in your means, budget everything out to a T. Like, you have to budget to a T. I give myself an allowance for food, for gas, for electric, for my car, for my mortgage, for literally everything, my cell phone bill, everything, utilities, anything you can think of, shopping money, because that has to be in there too, even if it's $5 a week. If you wanna, now shopping is like one budget, so that includes, like, if I want to get myself a coffee, or if I want to, you know, whatever, $5, $10 a week, like, that's so doable. It's not a lot. But if you don't budget, things can get crazy, and we got bills, people, and we got babies to take care of, and they're expensive. So number 10 is really just budgeting. So yeah, I wish that I had learned how to do that before I had babies, because in my first 1 to 2 years, I, like, crashed and burned my credit. But we're back up to where it needs to be, and I bought 2 cars by myself with no help. I just bought my first house. If you guys are new here, then you wouldn't know that, but all of my subscribers should know, because they've seen my other video, that I just bought my house last year in November of 2019. I've been working on it, trying to fix it up little by little, and make it my home for me and my little family. But budgeting is a big one. I wish that I learned finances before I had a family. But yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I just wanted to put this out there in the air. Maybe it will help some of you that are thinking about having a baby or are expecting already. I know, like I said, a lot of my friends are expecting right now, and I'm so happy for you guys, but just don't freak out. Don't be up all night. I mean, yes, it's helpful, some of these books and articles, but it can get, like, you can be in your head, and it can be way too much. Like, some of the stuff, like, you're not even gonna experience, so just don't worry about it, sis, okay? But anyway, thanks for watching. Go check out my Instagram. It's Mama's Messy Nest. I just started this, so it's all fresh. But I would love for you guys to join me in my journey of motherhood and life and everything. I want to be real with you guys all the time, so I appreciate all of you subscribing already. So happy that you guys have enjoyed my videos this much and have made it this far into my video if you're still watching. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already and click that notification bell so you don't miss when my next video is uploaded. Thanks. Bye, guys.